and how important it is for international applicants. Okay, so that's what we are going to talk now. International applicants sometimes give little importance to job description in related to job title. So if you have a job title, you need to have the appropriate job description. It is very important that your job description matches with your job title, or else you may find rejections in your application. This is something everybody needs to pay close attention to. Okay, there are numerous ways to become Canadian permanent resident, and the pathway we talked about is only one such approach. If you find challenges with the employer-driven program because Canadian employers seem disinterested in your application, and you have tried and waited for several months, there are more definite approaches to Canadian permanent residence beyond the Express Entry program. Please attend the Thursday event. This is the employer-driven program. If you have not yet attended the Thursday event is about the Wholesome approach to Canadian permanent residence, which will describe 6 or 7 different permanent residence approaches to Canada. After you attend this meeting, then attend individual sessions based on which may be the right approach for you. Invest your time in learning, because by learning, you may be able to achieve 2 things. 1, you will save a lot of money because you will know exactly what you're targeting. And 2, have the best chance for Canadian permanent residence by targeting the right approach for you and your family. We have almost come to the end of today's session, and we discussed about employer-driven pathways for Canadian permanent residents. The employer-driven pathways has some very unique benefits. Okay, 1, it is a Canadian permanent residence pathway, not a LMIA-based work permit pathway. Okay, number 2, becoming a full program. This program is becoming a full-fledged program, and it's moving away from the pilot program. It is a pilot program until the end of 2021. From 2022, it is becoming a full-fledged program, the AIPP program. Number 3, security of a job when coming to a new country. Usually speaking, when you come to a new country, you are lost. You do not know whether you will find a good job, etc., etc. But you already have a job before you come here to Canada. Okay. Number 4, many people, when they get their permanent residence visa, are not sure where in Canada they want to go. They don't see a purpose or a target destination. I know several people who just took the cheapest ticket, and invariably the cheapest ticket is always likely to be Toronto. Getting an employment in Canada sometimes clearly defines your destination in Canada, at least to begin your life in a new country. Of course, you can change your mind and may reach better destinations based on your priorities. Okay? Now we'll talk about the 5th benefit, resettlement plan with a government-funded agency through the AIPP program. We don't see such support for resettlement when it comes to other permanent residence program. Okay? Number 6, there is some kind of a support mechanism which is again encouraged by the government for AIPP applicants, which is not seen in other Canadian permanent residence program, and even employers tend to support your resettlement under the AIPP program. Okay. Now, please keep in mind that we have selected major 7 immigration pathways, out of which the employer-driven pathway is one, but there are several more than this. If you understand these pathways as discussed in your Wholesome meetings, which is on Thursdays, your approach to Canadian permanent residence could be based on a more educated approach, and your chances could be much better. We have 2 very important sections in this webinar. we will now discuss who should not, we have another 2 more sections, okay, who should not attempt to migrate to Canada under the independent class. Okay, that is one section. And the second section, which I'm going to finish off, is I'm going to answer all your questions which you are going to post, either sending it to us by email, or you can also, if you have a phone, send it by WhatsApp. And the number is here on the screen, 1-226-339-5655. I will attempt to answer all your questions right away. Okay, now the Q&A session will start shortly, after I talk about the inadmissibility clauses.